My friend, you feel different than the most people out there. That's good. Then you make the first step into the right direction. Because 99% of the people that live on this planet just don't get that. They go with the mainstream. I mean, the perfect example for that is the life situation I'm living in right now. Everybody goes to university because we went to gymnasium. Some people went to gymnasium that were good enough, even though I'm just convinced that this is like the way that you keep the people like under control, that you just tell them what next step they gotta do. And you have better cards if you don't ever went to gymnasium, if you made something else that you actually interested in, because it's just general knowledge there. And then we have like the Matura, and then they tell us to go to university and study something and then eventually do a job within the system. So just this mainstream stuff. But that will get you nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Or maybe just somewhere, but nowhere where you actually want to be. Because you're this whole time when you go with the mainstream and you think like everybody else, you're gonna end up like everybody else, and that's not the goal of it. I think the dream life we could have on this planet is that if everybody knew themselves, everybody went their own way and explored this world with their own eyes without trying to look right and left to try to fit in and stuff, just own their shit, own themselves and go their own way, and they start to share what they learn and stuff. We go as a community into this same direction, but at the same time we just explore life in a way that we can only explore it, because we're all individuals and all connected at the same time. And right now it's like it has never been easier to, to be different, because like literally 99% of the people just go with the mainstream. And it kind of doesn't make it easier for yourself to find your way, to stay on your track. But I would say you can make a real difference right now if you find your own way to do something. You can make a real difference. You can become a creator, because so many people are like stuck in this consuming stuff. And if you change that mindset from being a consumer to being a creator, you can just use that thing that everybody goes with the mainstream and be different and be the brightest light. And that's where you can become successful with the things that you love to do. And what I have like difficulties with is, that I'm not fighting against it, because as you fight something, it gets even harder to fight it. But it's a thing with those addictions that I had, like with nicotine and weed and alcohol. And I'm on a good way, but I actually wanted to stop that like quite some time ago, and I couldn't do it just because I was thinking, look at everybody else. They also do that. And that's the biggest fault you can actually make, the biggest mistake that you can do. Comparing yourself to others. You need to compare yourself with yourself, your yesterday self, and be better every day. That's the way I do it, and it works for me. And I stopped trying to look left and right, what everybody else does, and focus on my own track, And that's where you start to stand out. And as I said, the mistake that I made is that I rested on it, because I thought like I'm already better than most of the people. And that made me fall back into the same patterns, because I thought, yeah, everybody else does it, I can I know that everybody else like, or no, like not like everybody, but the people that I know for sure, or some people that I know, I for like for example, yeah, they smoke like way more than I do. So right now I can just go take a spliff because I haven't smoked for quite some time now. But that's not how it works, because that's how you fall back into the old patterns. So keep on your track, my friend. Find your track, find yourself. And don't be afraid to be different. Dare to be different. And that's where real change starts to happen. And that's where you start to become happy and live a joyful life. Believe that, my friend. And it's going to be a journey, but fall in love with that journey. Fall in love with yourself. There's nothing more beautiful than that. Have a good day.